What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. My name is Splat. Happy to have you here today as we start off our second season of They Are Billions. At this point, you're probably ridiculously familiar with the game, so let's just get it going. We're going to have everything on default, and we're going to see how this whole thing goes. I'm more than likely not going to keep this a daily series from now on. We'll probably do it every other day and update it kind of here and there. Just because I wanted to make room for other indie games. It has been dominating a lot of our time here on the channel lately. And so, you know, just small organizational changes. Ooh, this looks good. I like this. Okay, let's see what the map gods have given us here. My maps typically have a couple of criteria that I really like to look for. By no means will I reroll if I don't get these things. I'll reroll if the map is utterly unplayable just based on the way it starts out. But that being said, there's a couple things I look for in a map to really make me think that it's going to be a solid playthrough. No more than 3 choke points leading into your base. No wide open spaces next to your base. Access to all of the minerals and all the things you need, so wood, iron, and stone is good, although I'll go without iron if I really have to. That's kind of an endgame concern. By day 40, you'll definitely want to have iron, but for right now, weird little pinch point right there. Okay, swing up that direction. Let's go ahead and get some building started. It's the hour 11th on this playthrough. So I'll just probably do something like that right there. And then we'll put a soldier over on this side to guard it. I don't care if the undead chew on the main building. I only care if they chew on that one. We have a horde up this way. One of my last criteria is that there's no major hordes in at least one direction. So far we've struck out on that in every direction. There's hordes lining this entire area. And so we'll see how it plays out. But I think this is a game where we're going to have to expand pretty aggressively. And we're going to have to put a lot of our soldiers on just sort of clearing duty in order to make any kind of advancement. We've got 2 people that can join up. We got terrible starting bonuses, absolutely abysmal starting bonuses. I do think that the starting bonuses need to be buffed universally. Sometimes you get starting bonuses that are absolutely godly, and then other times you get ones that are so useless that they might not even pop up in the first place. This is one of those cases. We can get a free farm. I'm going to take that. I don't give a shit about the lookout tower. It's a terrible object with no use. I don't use lookout towers. You can send a ranger out to scout if you really need to, so why bother with the lookout tower? I want to watch the radar pretty carefully this entire time, just make sure nothing bad happens off in that direction. I still do need to scout though, so I may pull somebody off in order to go take a look in a different direction once they get done clearing out these shenanigans over here that they've managed to wake up. So archers, kill your stuff off, do your thing. I'm sure it's going to be perfectly okay and fine. I would love to see you successfully arbitrate this dispute between us and the undead kind. So there we go. That's been taken care of. Leave one person over here. Leave one person over here. I will start like clearing aggressively in just a minute, but I want to make sure that I got all these little nasty black spaces cleared out of my base before I go any further. We are going to be looking for food pretty soon. And so I would suggest we try to get ourselves into pretty much the best farm we possibly can. I would also look into getting a wood supply stocked up and started about as soon as possible. We got that right there. Because we have to put that on the periphery of the base, I am going to send out a guard to just kind of stand at this choke point and make sure no zombies get through, because they will try to attack those buildings that you leave along the periphery of your settlement every now and again. Because that's done, the next thing that we wanted to do is we'll get some hunters' lodges. We got 14 food right there, 14 food right there. Let's just keep that swapped in. I just want to make sure that we're making the best use of our units that we can. Looks like we have a little bit of a cleared space over here, but our initial building zone is going to be a tiny bit cramped until we can make some better soldiers and actively start clearing the map. I'm trying to keep an eye. He's clearing out some zombies down there. And once again, I've had my sound turned off because I've been playing in my free time just with Netflix on. I don't know, when you've played the first 30 days about 150 times, you know, you got to find some way to divert yourself. You got to find some way to do something else along the way. In the case of this map, I do actually think it's going to be slightly helpful to have that free farm. Because we don't really have access to a lot of good food supplies in the beginning. We do have hordes down this way as well. This is going to be a very aggressive game for us. We're going to have to play it that way. We don't have a choice because we're surrounded on all sides by hordes, and we have no building space. This is just a side effect of the way the game goes. The random generation of the map can sometimes be very cruel, and we have gotten a very cruel map, and there's not going to be any way around that. We kind of just got to live with it for right now. I want to put down some pylons. These are going to be principally constructed to get me to a secondary wood supply, or to get me over to another lake so that I can get access to food and wood. So I'll drop it right there first. Our first goal is going to be to cordon off as much of these spaces as we possibly can before shit goes sideways. We also want to get a barracks up about as soon as possible and get about 15 rangers trained as soon as possible so that we can sit around. There we go. We'll get a couple more houses in here. I don't have a problem with that. This pylon will allow us to expand out a little bit further in that direction. I'm okay with putting in a few more houses right there too. Looks good. Remember to leave yourself a little bit of space so that you can build your banks and so that you can build your market to multiply both your profits and also to make sure that you can get some food back in the case that you run out of equitable space that you can build your food on. Market every now and again can save you 60 or 70 food if you put it in a smart spot. And I am a fan of smart spots. You get on over there and take care of that zombie. I'm going to try and actively pay attention to my map a little bit here. We could sort of cordon that off a little bit. I thought that crow was a zombie for a second. You can sort of make that a little bit easier by putting them on patrol mode. That might help out slightly. But right now we're clearing with basically one ranger in each direction. And, well, that's not the most advantageous position to be in. That's one of the reasons why at the beginning I said that I like it when I have 3 choke points or less. It's because then you can take your entire force, and so you can put the soldier on one way, 1 ranger on the other way, and then you can take 3 rangers, and then hopefully in that situation you'll get 2 rangers or 2 soldiers as your starting bonus at the beginning. And then if you do that, you've actually already got a pretty solid clearing force that you can push in one direction with to try to get to the next set of resources that you want to get after. But right now, we have a little bit of food left, so the name of the game when you only have a little bit of food left is going to be build as many houses as possible. That is the name of the game. The name of the game. I'm going to drop this down over here, and then we're going to move this soldier a little bit further out to try to keep watch. We do have zombies coming in that way. Hopefully, is there a horde over here? There's going to be a horde over here. There's got to be. Unless this is the wide open direction the game wants me to clear in. I'll probably have to probe it a little bit later. Go kill that zombie over there. Every other direction is looking pretty solidly defended right now. I don't have a lot of complaints. We've got access to a second wood supply right now and a third wood supply, so I think wood is going to be an easy resource for us going into the future. We can go... I'll probably start out by cornering that up. That way I can get another one in right there. And we can kind of double our profits right there. I could have put in like a 14, but like 220, or I'm sorry, 211s are going to come out better than the 114. And so I'm just going to do that. On this side, we're also going to put that in right there. And lots and lots of food is all I care about at the moment. Loads of food. Loads of money. All right, so we've got the food all set up. Let's go ahead and continue to push out our housing. Oh, we can't right now. We'll push out our housing in a second. We don't have time to consider that for right now. We got a nice little parade of zombies trying to come in over on that side. We got a little bit more space to build, which fills me with the happies. And so there we go. Until the rest of our food buildings get on up, we're not going to be able to do much right there. And then at 300 gold, we'll put in our second sawmill just to make sure everything's looking square. I'd love to bring a scout back to this side and let them have a look around. As long as we stare at that little impasse right there, or I'm sorry, that little choke point, we can move this character slightly back and then use her over there to go fight with anything that comes around. I'm going to use her to scout for just a minute. We got some money coming in. Let me get a wood shack right there. Very nice. The wood shack is a little old place where we can get some logs now. Alright, so we got that covered. This side is looking dubious at best. This side is going to be sketchy. We need to figure out... Oh, never mind. And just like that, well, that's a big wall right there. I'm not sure I want to build that big wall, but I'm not sure also that we have a choice. So I may have to play that one out the way that I don't want to play it. In addition, we're going to need some more workers. How many workers does this cost? Okay, so once that goes live, what I'm going to do is I'm going to deactivate that right there. And in fact, it may save us more. Do I even have the money, though? Cost effectiveness. I need 300 gold. So let that finish right there. And then also, of course, we're going to find a bunch of wood pallets right now. And then I'm accidentally going to step on one, too. Because I'm just dumb like that. I'm going to save that gold for a minute from now. I don't need it right now. There's no zombies coming in that way. It's very easy to get sidetracked in the early game. Oh, shit. Those are runner zombies. Oh, no. You come over here and give me some backup. I don't think I'm going to have much of an option right there. Hopefully they de-aggro. Oh, good. They did. So clear him out right there with the help of the soldier. I'm still watching the radar, too. I'm barely even looking at the game right now. I'm going to need all these guys to go, so we're going to bait them. Ooh, there's a tough zombie down there, though, too. Might not be an option for a minute. Might not be an option for a minute. Bad situation to be in. Really bad situation to be in. So we've got the money for right now. What I need to do is I need to disable you to get some workers back. And then once I get the workers back, or I'm sorry, to get some energy back. Sorry, I was saying the wrong resource right there. I'm a fan of using power grid just wherever I can put it. This is going to force us to hang tight for a minute. And it's going to kind of force us out of our comfort zone. In fact, did I even need to do that? I don't even think I needed to do that. I think I was good right there. For some reason, my weird brain was seeing that I didn't have the things I needed right there. So what I want to do for the moment is I want to rush soldiers about as fast as possible. That's going to mean getting a stone quarry in right here. As soon as this power grid goes up, we are wasting a little bit of time right now. But given the gold bottleneck that we have, it's not really that huge of a concern. It's not really that huge of a concern. On this side, I'm worried when he fires at that zombie, he's going to trigger the runner zombies that are in other spots. You go over here and get him. And then if I have anybody else that can draw back right now, go get him first. Go get him first because I think he's aggroed on you, so that might buy us a little bit more time. Go get him. All right, we've got what we need right now to get things moving once more. And I do like to move it, move it. We got a free farm right there. I think a great place to put our free farm is right there on that side. Give us a perfect 62 food farm. What's that going to cost me, though? 4 energy? It's not going to cost me any workers or anything? Just cost me energy, huh? Well, we don't need the food right now. So I'm not going to be all weird and panicky about it just yet. You go over there and handle that zombie. Alright, looks solid to me. Instead, what I'd like to see is a quarry right there. That'll give us 5 stone. So we've prioritized the quarry. That looks great. We're not going to be able to fit anything else in on that side. I could technically get 2 stone from right there. I don't know if that's going to be worth it, though. I don't know if that's going to be worth it, though. As of right now, we are definitely dealing with a map that is iffy. Very, very iffy. Let me see what I can do with pylons over here. So drop me another pylon right there. You kind of hang out on that side. You continue clearing your zombies. Yeah, I was going to say, it's only going to be a matter of time before they try to hit me over here. I'm trying to get a soldier center up, though, about as fast as I can. And so we may want to start, like, pre-proofing a lot of the area of our base. I'll probably just run a wall from, like, here to here, from here to here. Just keep it simple. From there to there, from there to there, and then down this way. Depending on how they're looking down here, I don't know where I'm going to run a wall. I mean, ideally, I'd like it to be right there. That gives us a little bit of extra building space and allows me to play a tad more aggressively than I previously was. But for right now, until we got soldiers lined up, I don't think it's going to be an option. So there's a few more workers right there. The blessing that this map did give us, for all the things this map lacks, it's done pretty well at giving us building space. And so I'm not going to complain too heftily about it. Ah, shit. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. That guy snuck in right off the edge of the map. Luckily, we got him. But, yeah, he snuck in right off the edge right there. That's a bit of a little danger zone at the moment. We don't have the fog of war cleared in that area, so it allows the zombies to have very quick, very rapid access to the side of our base, which is one of the reasons why I need to get an army up and running as soon as possible. If I can make that happen, I think we'll be in solid straits. I'm going to keep you right there for right now. We'll just kind of watch them and hope that nothing goes too far out of the ordinary. They're all doing their things over here, keeping an eye on stuff. You scooch forward ever so slightly. It's never a bad time to start clearing. It's never a bad time to just start whittling away at edge zombies. Down this way, keep an eye on your mini-map. Make sure that you're not getting overrun or anything like that. I would love to have another scout, though. Like, I just want to see what's going on over here before I mess around too much. You go handle that problem right there. We're leaving this wide open. But, like, I need to see what's going on with this down here. If this is clear, I feel, it's not clear. It is not clear. It's kind of an interesting position to be in. at this point in the game. I can get a wood workshop up and working. Don't cost us much. We've got a spot for it. Let me put in a pylon over here, just to expand our influence ever so slightly in a direction so that I could put that up against the wall on that side. We also have a reasonably decent option. Yikes. Okay, so I know what I'm dealing with now. We're going to have a lot of clearing in our future. A lot of clearing, and we may not be able to build walls until past the first wave either. It's only day 5, but as of right now, I would like to be in the process of building walls if it's my decision. We have lots of extra wood. We have lots of extra money laying around. By the end of day 6, we should be able to build our soldier center. As soon as that's finished right there, we're going to drop in our woodworking shop, and we're going to start doing research. Not going to have much of a play there other than doing that, so I'm going to try and keep it squared away. On the plus side, if we can manage to pinch this off right here. Ugh, I do not like this. I do not like this. So if I could pinch it right there, that'd be the perfect spot. That'd be the perfect spot. And that's all I have to say about that. So I'm going to try and do it. I'm going to try and do it. We may not have much of an option, but I'm going to try and do it. That's down right there, which means that industrial-wise, we have access now. With our 10 workers, that'll put us down to 19. I think the soldier center is going to cost us how many? 8? That kind of gets us in the realm of where I want to be. More houses, obviously. Not you, though. You're out of whack, and I don't like it. I'm having to build more aggressively and dangerously than I like right now when it comes to housing. I don't like how close the runner zombies are to these houses. That basically all but ensures I have to sacrifice somebody in order to make sure this gets done. But, like, if we're not building houses, we're not winning. I need more workers, and I need more houses, like, in play. They can also walk out of the fog over here pretty easily and get me into trouble. What I may instead do is I may have this character patrol both of these sides, like so, and I may bring her down over to here because this is a big gap to cover for one person, especially if the enemy decides to come knocking with 3 or 4 zombies at the same time and like a runner in the mix. It may really get us into trouble right there. This map right now is very sketchy. I'm very worried about this map. I am quite worried about this map, and I don't know how I'm going to handle it. Every other direction is alright. This direction, not so much. Not so much. For our soldier center, we're not quite ready to go with that just yet. If we had the 10 workers, the 500 gold right there, we're about to get enough to get the soldier center, though. I prefer, in this case, to get the soldier center first. If we had very, very clearly defined areas that were easy to hold and we had more than enough units to make that holding play, I'd be more likely to do the research first. But since that's not the case, and the number one thing that I need right this second is going to be soldiers, I'm just going to hang tight for a minute. Give me another pylon out this way. Continue to build pylons as much as possible and expand your influence. I'm not saying that as advice for you. I'm saying that as advice for me. I'm trying to remind myself of what my priorities are as I play, just to make sure that I'm getting it done as I'm getting it done. We do have a very nice set of houses over here, though. We have a very nice set of houses. I think if we can clinch this one, we actually have a really good spot. If I can get a wall in over here and then ballista that off, like, I feel like we're okay, predicated on the fact that I can get some soldiers up and running and we'll be alright. There's our soldier center right there. So soldier center kind of puts you in some dead space over there where you're not wasting farmland. We need more food, so obviously I think it's probably a pretty good idea right now to get our free farm up and running. Got some shots out right there. Where is my bonus farm? So for 4 energy, I can have a 64 food farm right there. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. And then the other side project I would highly recommend is that we maybe get some more power infrastructure up and running. That area is basically wasted anyways. So I'm going to put in a mill right there. Sounds pretty good to me. Don't mind the fact that I'm pausing a lot and looking around. I find it to be a better way to collect my thoughts so that I don't make mistakes. And so I tend to sit with the game on pause a lot, just staring at things, trying to decide what I want to do next. Just because I found that I have a tendency to play this game too rapidly and not pay attention because I'm doing my commentary here. That does deplete my mental reserves doing the commentary for all of this. And so I tend to make stupid mistakes like, I don't know, rubbing the zombie on my tents. You know, I'm like, this zombie looks like it has a utilitarian use. Zombie, come along. Help me out. It's day 6. We've almost got soldiers up and running. If we could, I would love to get a wood workshop up and running, and that'll probably be what we get done after this next little bit. You go ahead and shoot that zombie right there. Make sure he don't get on through. I could put these guys on patrol, but yeah, I think we're doing okay with where we're at right now. I think we're doing alright, so that I'm not wasting wood resources. Go ahead and drop another pylon over there. I do think it's a good idea for us to get our hands on another wood supply pretty soon. Our power is finished, so that looks good to me. Backup's coming on through. I don't think that means a wave is coming anytime soon. It used to make me panic, and I used to think a wave was coming soon, but I don't think that's the case anymore. Is there a zombie? Sorry, these workers are scaring the hell out of me. I keep thinking there's zombies running around. You go up here and grab these resources very quickly. Not the wood. We'll save that for later when we're building walls. Just the gold. Oh, no. I guess we got the wood too. Never mind. We've got the gold and we've got wood. Giggity giggity goo. With the extra gold, go ahead and queue up about as many soldiers as we can have. And then what I'd like to see is give me a pylon right there. Give me a pylon right there. Pylon right there. And we are going to start looking after our defenses. I'm going to start putting in just little tiny divider walls over here so that I've got one less thing to worry about as I go through the game. What we want to do with these soldiers right here is they're going to be the beginnings of our clearing force. If we have about... There's a zombie trying to sneak through right there. I saw him. Go ahead and move over to there and then just kind of hang out on that side. Just be careful. Be careful. Let's clear in this direction first. I need to clear to the south as well. But the southwest is where I want to start out. And so if I can just make sure that this is nice and clear and good and safe for this side of the colony, sounds good to me. I don't know where I want to put the wall just yet, but I do know that I need to put the wall. And so on this side, wall selection is actually fairly simple. It's not that hard to come up with. We also need to make sure that our industrial base gets started as soon as we have 500 gold. Okay, I'll get the research up. We've already got 5 of them queued up anyways, and so it's going to take a minute for that to get done. We'll use excess resources on soldiers, but we're waiting to get our research started now. I can drop you pretty much over here. Seems like an okay space for me. I mean, it's just like a little dirt area. Not that big of a deal. Easy to defend. Zombies came from over here somewhere. I don't know exactly how that happened unless there's like a little trove of them hidden back up in here. We got a zombie on this side who's trying to get sneaky. And I am not a fan of sneaky zombies. Those damn purple zombies, man. Those damn purple zombies. Uh-oh. Ooh. There's a gap right there. Ew. That's really, really, really subpar. I don't like that at all. That's super subpar. That's actually downright atrocious. I don't like that for a second. You guys all group up down here. We got zombies over here. You guys were saying there's an attack move? I don't see an attack move in here. Maybe it's just because it's called move. I've been looking for attack move, but maybe it's... Maybe it's that one right there. The Q key. Okay, so they called attack. It should say attack. That's why I never saw it right there. Because it says attack. It doesn't say move attack. Or it doesn't say move while attacking or anything like that. So that's pretty cool. I'll keep that in mind for the future. Thank you for the advice, everybody in the comments. We are on day 7, though, which is kind of a mess. Leave one person over here to just kind of watch this area. Keep an eye on it just in case. And that explains why zombies kept creeping down from that way. I thought maybe there was like a little secret treasure trove over there that was trying to come get me. But nope. That was not the case. It's a good thing I decided to move these guys up here. I will tell you what. It's a good thing. You guys go sit over here and clear these zombies out. Do what you got to do. On this side, we've got our first wall. So let's just go ahead and we're going to get temporary safety on this side is all I care about. I just want something here to stop the advance of zombies in the future. And we are... Why can't I build that right there? There are enemies too close to this location. You go up that way. Tell me what they mean by that. What they say. Oh, there's zombies around the corner. Okay. You guys go over here and help out with that then. We got a zombie who's trying to sneak in on that side. Hopefully it's getting shot and violently dispatched. It is indeed. So I don't think we have to worry too much about that right there. Push them back ever so slightly. Looks like we got a horde on that side, so expansion should be interesting. But for now, Just put in a wall right there. Make sure it happens, and we're going to be out of time for the first day of our playthrough. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle. I will see you all in the next episode of They Are Billions. Thank you for stopping on in. Hi to everybody. If you want to get the game for yourself, I think that beta access is pretty severely limited right now, unless you've got cache stacks, the like of which most people don't have. But it should be going up in beta on Steam fairly soon. I mean, relatively soon. I will see you all later. Thank you for stopping on in. Bye-bye. Hi to everybody.